YouTube has over 2 billion logged in users every single month. So hear me loud and clear. YouTube is a platform you cannot ignore as a course creator or coach, and worse yet, you cannot be doing it wrong. When you do YouTube right for your business, you can reach out to potential customers that would have never found you anywhere else, showcase your products and services, and build an amazing community around your brand. And the best part about this, it is totally free. You don't need to cut a check to Zuckerberg. I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to use YouTube the right way in your business. So with every single video you publish on this platform, you see an influx of traffic to your offers, and even better, more sales and inquiries of people who want to become your clients. If you are new to my channel, my name is Trena Little, and I am a YouTube strategist for course creators, coaches, and service providers. I focus on teaching you how to generate revenue to your business from YouTube and to stop chasing vanity metrics that aren't going to actually put money in your bank. There are 2 major things that course creators and coaches get wrong when they start using YouTube in their business. First up, they don't use a strategy for businesses, meaning you aren't using the strategy that's going to get you the most traffic to your offers or the most eyeballs to your sale page or your lead magnet. Instead, they generally are learning from YouTube educators that are teaching people how to be YouTubers. And there's nothing wrong with being a YouTuber, but if you're selling a course, if you're selling coaching, if you're selling one-on-one services, that is how you're going to make money. You are not trying to make money specifically from the YouTube platform. While getting money from AdSense here on YouTube is a great bonus, you're going to make a heck of a lot more money if you're getting your viewers over to your business offers. The second thing they generally tend to do wrong is not plan time to spend on the YouTube platform, meaning creating specific content for YouTube and engaging here on YouTube just like a social media platform. I know because I did this wrong in the beginning. Most business owners post and ghost here on YouTube. This is why if you are putting content on YouTube and you aren't seeing the results that you want, whether that's seeing your channel get more views and reaching more people, or you aren't seeing actual revenue growth in your business because of the content that you're creating on YouTube, I'm going to tell you in this video exactly what you should be doing right now to really use YouTube and see the increase in cash that you want to see. First up, if you want to really reap the benefits of that 2 billion logged in users every single month here on YouTube, you have got to be committed creating content specifically for the YouTube platform. This means while it seems easy and to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, not repurposing any live streams that you've done, and I'm gonna say this very loud and clear, not repurposing your podcast here on YouTube. Now, you can put your podcast here on YouTube as a hosting ground if you want, but understand that if you wanna reach more people from your YouTube content and you wanna see YouTube content send more leads and traffic to your business, just posting podcasts, repurposed podcasts on YouTube is not going to cut it. You need to be creating the structure of the video and how people consume YouTube content. Because if you're not creating the content in a structure that people like to watch here on YouTube, they aren't gonna watch it, right? And if people aren't watching your videos, then the YouTube algorithm is going to bury your content. So it's never really gonna reach anybody, and you're basically just wasting your time uploading that video. When I say a YouTube video format, what exactly does that mean? Well, the first thing when you are creating content for YouTube, you need to determine before you create any content is what is the title and the thumbnail of your video going to be. So if you have a content idea or you have a video idea, before you even go further with that idea, can you come up with a title and a thumbnail that would cause your ideal viewer to be curious in watching this video? Make them want to click, make them want to see what you're actually going to be saying. Because if you cannot come up with a title and a thumbnail that's going to encourage a click, I would reconsider that idea and think of another way to basically package that video. Because if you can't get the click, it doesn't matter how awesome your content is. It doesn't matter how professionally it's edited or filmed. YouTube is not going to push it to anybody because no one's going to watch it if they aren't clicking on it. So when you are creating content for YouTube, before you create any kind of content, you need to determine the video title and thumbnail. From that, then you really need to think about the hook of that video, that first 5 to 10 seconds, because again, what I see most business owners doing wrong is they open their video up with some kind of trailer with like music and their logo and pictures. No, that is not how people on YouTube consume content. People on YouTube, people who use YouTube, are going to immediately click away because that's going to look like an advertisement. And YouTube has a bunch of videos on the side of their screen, suggested videos that they can easily click on and leave your video. So what you need to do in that first 10 to 15 seconds of your video is give them more reasons to keep watching. Now, remember, they're clicking on it because of the title and the thumbnail, so you gotta keep delivering on that title and that thumbnail. You've got to give them that like FOMO feeling if they don't watch this video, or lay it all out on the table. What are they going to achieve by the end of this video? Because the hook is the most critical part of your video, because again, what I see most business owners do wrong is they're losing 50, 60, 70% of the viewers they're getting on their video in the first 15 seconds. So again, if you can't get people to watch past 15 or 30 seconds, that content's gonna do no good for you, and YouTube's not gonna put it in front of anybody because YouTube knows it's not a good video in their eyes because people aren't watching it. Now, once you have that strong hook, you've got to get to that content. You've got to get to the meat. Now, I know we see YouTubers on here chatting and talking and sharing about their day. You as a business owner are not going to do that. You will tie in examples of stories of that meaty content in the middle that you are sharing, but you're not going to sit there and be like, how was your day today? My kids, they took a long time to get their clothes on, and you know what I mean, moms? It is just ridiculous. No, you are getting to the piece of the video where you are delivering on that title and that thumbnail. I know with podcasts, again, you can have that more chatty kind of conversation in your episodes, but with podcasts, you generally have that listener, I want to say viewer because I'm here on YouTube, but you generally have that listener confined, right? Almost trapped, because if they're listening, they're cleaning or they are commuting, or they're not going to pull out the headphones, right? And so you can have that more chattier conversation. Whereas here on YouTube, and again, when you're creating a strategy for businesses, you're creating content that is solving a problem that your viewer has to show your authority, show your style of teaching. So if you aren't getting to the reason they found your video, they are gone. So if you are currently posting videos on YouTube for your business and you're not seeing the results you want, take a look at your video structures. Are they following this format? Are you coming up with that title and that thumbnail before you come up with your content? Let me know in the comments how you think you're doing with your video structure. The next way to really use YouTube in your business is being strategic with the content you post here on YouTube. Meaning you aren't just picking random videos or sitting down and coming up with an idea list and then putting whatever video you feel like up here on YouTube. If you've been watching my most recent content here on my channel, and I will link to it right up here, I've really hammered home the importance of making the YouTube algorithm happy. And the best way that you can make the algorithm happy is making content that gets your viewer to binge watch video after video after video. And I know a lot of people will say the algorithm is out to get them, the algorithm hates me, the algorithm is crap, but the algorithm is basically wanting you to create content that keeps people on YouTube. And if you can prove to YouTube that you do that, meaning you get somebody to watch one of your videos and then they watch 4 more of your videos, the algorithm is going to push that content, no question about it. So you can't be putting these random videos up on your YouTube channel because you're not creating this series of content. You're not anticipating what the viewer's journey is going to be from video to video to video. Because if you're creating strategic content and you're creating a series of content that's going to get people to binge to make the YouTube algorithm happy, after they finish watching one video, you're going to anticipate what would be the next video that they would really want to watch next. And when they get to the end of that first video and you tell them, watch this video next, they think, how did she know I needed that? That was the next question that I had. Then they watch video 2. They get to the end of that and they're like, wow, that's okay. Yeah, that was the next video I needed. How is she in my head, right? You really want to think about the content you're putting out here in like a 5 to 6 video series. You want to think about these videos as almost like a course, and each video is a lesson in that course. I don't want you to think about these being like part 1, part 2, part 3. No, that's not. They need to work really well together, but they also need to stand alone on their own as well. Because I haven't told you the other thing that this does really well for your business too. I told you these series really help the algorithm push your content more. But If you can get people to watch video after video after video of yours, they could come from a very cold lead on video number 1, end up binging 4 or 5 of your videos, and now they become a hot lead because every video they watch of yours, they become warmer and warmer and warmer. And this is going to increase your chances of turning that viewer into a paying customer or a client. And if you structure these series, if you structure these videos in the right way, by the time they get to the end of this series in video 5 or 6, and you're pitching your course, your webinar, your free training, your one-on-one services, your coaching offers, they are going to be like, heck yes, this is what I needed. How do I sign up? Because they just spent potentially an hour with you watching your content, getting a feeling of how you teach, your style, your vibes, seeing your authority, seeing your expertise. And if they got to that final video in that series and you pitch an offer to them, dude, they are in. And I know from multiple clients letting me know about this, but I've also had this experience as well. There was a weekend that I had the flu. In fact, the whole family had the flu. And I got a DM on Instagram from somebody saying, hey, I just binge watched your YouTube channel and I want to work with you. How do I sign up? No questions asked. No call needed. I sent the link to the application, and because we have it all automated, it sent the application, it sent her the contract, she paid the invoice. She then sent me a message saying, can we get started on Monday? That client who found me totally cold on YouTube and binge watched my content ultimately became an over $20,000 client because we worked with her and a monthly retainer for over a year. That is why you need to be strategic with your content here on YouTube and not just throwing up any video idea that you get. Now, there's an extra side effect, a bonus side effect to this too. If you are publishing a series and you're promoting this series to your audience and you're letting them know, in January, this is the series we're doing on my YouTube channel, they're going to be anticipating each video you publish. They're going to want to know what that next video is. You're going to be able to tell them in one video, make sure you stay tuned for next week because I'm going to be talking about this, right? And you're drumming up excitement for every single video that you publish. So your built-in audience is excited. They come watch that video when you publish, and it is so important in that first 24 hours of your video to at least get your built-in audience watching, engaging, clicking on it, because that's going to send signals to YouTube that, okay, your audience is really liking it. Let's find more people like these people. And that allows you to get your video to reach more people, to increase your impressions across YouTube if you are getting people excited and clicking on those videos as soon as you publish them. You might be thinking now, well, okay, how do I start building out a series like this? And how do I know which series and in what order do these videos go into this series? Well, I actually teach a process to our clients. It was how we built our agency client strategy for so long. We now teach our coaching clients called the Profitable Keyword Framework. We use data, search data, we pull directly from YouTube to know exactly what our audience is searching on YouTube for, because we don't want to create content that our audience isn't searching for, right? We're creating content here on YouTube to build our audience. And if our audience isn't searching something, why are we creating content for it? We take that data, we start to categorize the topics into different series or different buckets, and we start to build out these binge series. Now, if you want more detail in how I do this and see quite a few examples, grab a seat inside of my workshop, Profit Per View. I'm going to show you exactly how to do the Profitable Keyword Framework on your own, so you have strategic, built-out series, bingeable playlists here on your YouTube channel. You can grab a seat at trenalittle.com/PPV. Trust me, it shows you everything that you need. So far, we've talked about the importance of the structure of your video if you want to make sure using YouTube for your business is profitable. We talked about the strategy behind finding good videos and video ideas that cause this binge series or this binge watch session on our channel. The next thing as a course creator, service provider, coach that you need to be doing on YouTube is use YouTube like a social platform. While most people see YouTube as kind of a video dumping ground, like, okay, let's just let that sit there, do its thing. You've got to really looking at YouTube as an opportunity to cultivate and build a community. I mean, think about it. We now have a profession in our world called a YouTuber. So that goes to show people are able to create these profitable, loyal communities that follow them and will buy anything that they put out. So many beauty YouTubers have gotten collaborations with huge makeup brands, and as soon as their collaboration comes out, their community sells them out immediately. So we really need to be thinking as business owners, as YouTube, as a community builder for us. You want to be asking questions in your video to spark conversations in the comments. Don't just say like, subscribe, and comment. That is going to get you nowhere. That's going to get no engagement. You want to give them specific questions that they don't have to think about answering, but you also want that question to be thought-provoking and engaging so you can have conversations with your community. You can also, if you forget to put a question in your video, which I tend to do as well, post a question in the comments of your video and pin it to the top. So you can, again, get that conversation going in the comments of each video that you publish. Trust me, for far too long here on YouTube, in fact, if I could go back and change anything that I did here on YouTube when I got started, was engaging. I was a post and ghoster here on YouTube because I had so many things to do on my plate. I just thought it's not important right now to respond to comments. I got so many other things. I got clients, I got this launch, right? But you've got to really spend time here with your community on YouTube, and I will tell you, it will pay off. Like I said, I have been trying to spend more time here engaging with my community on YouTube, and I've been trying to share more behind the scenes, little updates, because I really do appreciate every single person that watches these videos. And even more, those of you that take the time out of your day to comment on this video as well. I do very much appreciate each and every single one of you. Now, one thing I have been considering, again, with the idea of focusing on building and cultivating my community here on YouTube, is thinking about special perks or special bonuses for those of you that are subscribed to my channel. And I would really love your feedback here, because YouTube has these really cool features built in where I can provide perks to, like I said, people who are subscribed to my channel. I've seen people provide special live streams to those that are subscribed to their channel, special Q&A sessions. I've been thinking maybe every month for those of you that are subscribed to my channel, I get on a live and I do audits of your channel. I ask you to submit your channel, and I will give you, from an outside view looking in, thoughts and ideas and advice on your YouTube channel for those of you that are subscribed, to show my appreciation of being a subscriber. But like I said, would this be something you would appreciate as a subscriber? Or what else are you thinking, or that you have seen maybe here on YouTube, that channels are providing their subscribers as perks? Let me know in the comments, and if you aren't a subscriber and you want to get these audits, make sure you're subscribed. Let's move on to the next thing that business owners get wrong here on YouTube, and it's calls to action. Because as a business owner, we all love a good call to action. We want people to take action. That's why we're creating content. But as you heard me mention throughout this video, as a business owner, you've really got to do this fine balance between making the algorithm happy while also making your business happy as well. Meaning, to make the algorithm happy, you need to have calls to action to watch more content here on YouTube. But as a business owner, you need to have calls to action to get more people on your email list, in your webinar, applying to work with you. And working with quite a few business owners, the biggest mistake I see them do on most of their YouTube content is call to action overload. They think they need to do that like, subscribe, and comment call to action, which is not 1, but 3, because you're asking them to like, to subscribe, and to comment. Then they also ask them to get their freebie, get their checklist, get their ebook, sign up for their free training. So that's another call to action. Then they also tell them to follow me on Instagram or check out my podcast. That's another call to action. That's sometimes 5 calls to action in one video. So as a viewer, what are you supposed to do? There were so many options thrown at me, and basically decision overload happens, and I'm not going to do any of those. So this is your warning to stop now. As a business owner, you need to be strategic about your call to action in your video. If you want to get likes on your video, don't just tell people to like your video. Give them a reason to hit the like button. Make it feel more organic. So I may say something like, if you're a business owner who wants to get more sales and clients from YouTube, hit that like button so I know you're with me right now, right? That gives them a reason to say, heck yes, that's me. And they'll more likely click the like button than just saying, like this video. Again, with the comment, like, subscribe, and comment, you need to give them a specific reason to comment. Like I mentioned earlier, engaging with your community here on YouTube. You saw that I've done that twice now in this video, but more recently, I asked you to comment below, what would you like to see as a perk for being one of my subscribers? That's gonna generate more engagement than just saying, comment on this video, or what did you like on this video, right? Subscribe call to actions. Let me tell you, there are so many thoughts and theories and ideas around asking people to subscribe, and you've got to do what feels good, but you've also got to test what actually works. I'm going to tell you, asking people to subscribe at the beginning of your video tends to turn them off, tends to not get people to subscribe, because you want to possibly give them a reason to subscribe towards the end of the video. Prove your worth subscribing to. So one thing that I have incorporated into my videos that I've been testing is at the end, because I'm creating a bingeable series, I say, now next week I'm going to be doing this video. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to get that video in your inbox when I publish it live. Right? Some more of a purpose or a reason to subscribe. But just saying subscribe to my channel seems kind of lazy, because if you are creating good content for your audience, they will ultimately want to subscribe, and they won't necessarily need to be told to subscribe if they really like your content. I will put a caveat here that I'm always testing these theories and these ideas. So I'm always doing different things here on my channel, and then I'm analyzing it in my analytics to see what is actually working. And I'm sharing that with my clients inside of my YouTube coaching experience for them to see, okay, here's what I did, here's what the data shows me. So they can then test it as well and analyze it for their channel to see if it worked for their channel or not, because every niche is different. Everybody's audience can be different. And so it's hard to just give a general rule that asking people to subscribe here will work. Instead, testing things and knowing how to understand the results of your testing is important. So what call to action should you be doing in your videos? So I generally recommend having a soft call to action in the middle of your video to send people off the platform. So earlier in my video, you heard me mention about my workshop, Profit Per View. That is my way to get people to my offer, but it's just a very soft call to action. It was more organic in this video. Like if you wanted to learn more about the profitable keyword framework, here's where you could go. Because this particular video, the main call to action at the end of the video is for you to watch this next video that I have teed up for you that I think you're going to want to watch. Now, once I get to the end of this series that I'm currently in about using YouTube in your business, I'm going to have a very strong call to action in that last video. And I'm probably going to take 3 to 4 minutes talking about a particular offer that I've been building out for this playlist. I'm going to talk about the benefits, what you get, what are the results. I may even throw some testimonials from this offer in that final video, because 6 months from now, if people find this series and they're watching video after video after video, I can warm them up all while I'm sleeping, all while I'm on vacation. Whatever I'm doing in my life, these videos become my sales team, and they're warming up cold leads to get to that final video where they're like, holy crap, I just binge watch her content. I love how she talks. I love how she teaches. I love her style. I totally need this. I see all the benefits. Yes, I am in. That's how you really need to balance these calls to action in your videos as a business owner, if you want to make the algorithm happy and your business happy. If you want to make sure that you are not going to fail here on YouTube, or worse yet, as a business owner, waste your time on YouTube with content and ideas that don't attract your ideal viewer, the viewer that's going to buy, watch the video that is on your screen right now, because I'm sharing with you the main top reasons most business owners that I work with here on YouTube end up failing on YouTube. And like I mentioned earlier, if you're looking to learn more about all the pieces in creating a revenue generating YouTube series of videos using my profitable keyword framework, go to trenalittle.com/PPV to get your seat inside my workshop. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss next week's video.